see the real you. You should let her out that cage more. I be playing it cool, but couldn't lie to you, you know what I'm waiting on. Waiting on, waiting on. I don't wanna wait no more.
Hey guys, David here. This year's iPhone has brought a lot of controversy. I mean, when doesn't it? Even so, I wanted to give you my first impression on this year's phone as a full-time human and a part-time content creator. It's actually a big change for me in that I opted in for the Max version this year. I guess I was tired of being regular for the past 3 years. Anyways, I first want to talk about the color that I went with. I got the black titanium and I have no regrets. I originally was gonna get the desert tan, but seeing other people's videos on them, I wasn't sold. But for some reason, black titanium has been super hot this year. It's making me want to get the black Apple Watch Ultra more and more. Another note is that the black color this year is more darker than it has been before. As a fan of all black things, this resonates with me. I was really disappointed in the color selection this year. Apple, just give us back Alpine Green, please. If we're comparing this year's iPhone with last year's, visually, there isn't much difference. Same looking camera, same form factor. It just looks exactly the same as last year. The obvious addition is the new camera control button. A quick tap and it opens the camera app. Give it another tap and it starts recording or taking pictures. If you kind of half press it, you can change things like exposure, depth of field, your zoom levels, and a couple of extra functions. If you double press it, then you can cycle between the different kinds of functions. It does take some getting used to, but when you get going, it does work. The only thing is that it can get a little bit finicky, and whenever I go to pick up my phone, I sometimes press the button. Even when scrolling through Instagram, I sometimes find myself pressing that button, and it does get kind of annoying. And when using the new silicone case, the button presses happen even more often. Yeah, camera control is just a glorified camera button, but maybe after more uses, I can grow to love this thing. So aside from the physical button addition, the phone looks exactly the same. We need a little more flavor, Apple. My guess is that they're gonna revamp it next year. But anyways, there are still some changes that happened that went under the radar. The ultra wide camera now has 48 megapixels, and that is very noticeable. The ultra wide is my second used lens whenever posting on Instagram, so that's a nice little upgrade. The only other camera upgrade that I noticed was a 4K 120. If you guys are familiar with taking videos, 4K 120 on a full frame camera is the gold standard. This being on an iPhone is just insane to me. You better believe I'm gonna use this a lot, and I'm definitely gonna cover this on a full-fledged review. But for now, messing around with it was pretty fun. We're now on the A18 Pro chip, and the phone does feel a little bit faster, but how much faster can it really get? The 15 was already lightning quick, and with the 16 Pro not shipping with any of the AI features, I don't think I could really test it. Either way, I'll take a little speed boost. And I guess the only other major change was the increased battery and the ability to charge at 25 watts using MagSafe. I'm in a very niche category coming from the 15 Pro all the way up to the 16 Pro Max, so I'll definitely feel a difference between the battery lives. But the battery last year has been improved between all the models, and more battery life is always a good thing. And lastly, the screens did get a little bit bigger. Is it gonna make a huge difference in your day-to-day life? I don't really think so, but if you needed a reason to go Max this year, this is as good of an excuse than any other time. With a new screen, better camera, and the addition of camera control, these are the reasons why I upgraded to the Max version. But don't get it twisted, this year is an S year upgrade. With the iPhone 15 Pro also gaining the new AI features, this automatically makes the 16 Pro, specifically makes it for certain people, which I guess is what the Pro branding means. But this year that line has been more evident than any other year before. If I'm being honest, you guys, this phone, as of right now, I think it's a pass. Please just keep this in mind. This is just my first impressions with the phone. I've only spent about a day and a half with it, but I will say this right now, the general public, they don't need this phone. Even a pro person or just someone who uses this phone for content creation or even filming movies with the phone, I don't even think that warrants an upgrade from the 15 Pro. But I will say the camera upgrades are good this year. So if this phone really resonates with you, you've already picked it up. I already know that. But in my opinion, the only reason to upgrade to this is if you use this phone as a content creation tool, you want to have the best camera that iPhone offers, or you're upgrading from an older phone like a 12 Pro or a 13 Pro. I don't think that the upgrade is worth it. But yeah guys, just sit tight, wait for my full-on review if you want to see me just put this through the ringer. But as of now, let's see where this phone takes us. If you guys want to improve lighting on your desk setup, check out this next video where I cover a whole bunch of topics and philosophies that I go by. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This is David serving you a little side of tech, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you guys.